Hello ladies and gentle nerds, my name is Dylloop and welcome back to Factorio Season 2. This is episode 42, and I'm going to leave this oil train sitting here for a little bit, I think. No, we'll send it on its way. I'm going to actually ride it back. So, go to oil unload. I didn't end up clearing the biters. I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and do that on camera. I do need an extra episode. I promise I'll try and make it interesting. I just, like... For those of you who don't know, and I've mentioned it several times, so I'm sure you do, I've got a very big move coming ahead of me. We're moving to another state. Like, it's like a 30-hour drive, and it's in 2 weeks. It's getting extremely close. There's so much left to be done. Have you ever tried to move a house from one state to the other? It's not easy. So basically, I'm hard pressed for time. So I'm trying to get 2 weeks ahead here, so I just have that 2 weeks, and then I'll try and record a little bit in between there to get that extra week. But I need to get episodes out of time, more episodes out of time than I have been, because it basically just means that I don't have time to go and make sure every episode is only interesting stuff. I will try and make it interesting, obviously, but you know, I don't have time to actually go and do too much stuff off camera. So I'm just clearing out my inventory real quick. We're going to grab some ammo. I haven't automated destructor bots or anything yet. I know I said we would set up solar panels. Ooh, you know what? Solar panels sound so fun right now. There's some... You know what? Change of plans. We're doing solar panels. Screw that speech about not having time. No, but I don't want that oil spot to get attacked. Can we do both? You know what? I think we can do both. We can definitely do both. I will make it happen. So, where is my picture for solar panels? Yellow. Solar panels. Where is you? Apparently, I don't have an actual picture of it. No, I do. There it is. Perfect. So, we'll get on that. But, yeah, ammo. We'll go defend that oil outpost real quick. That's kind of a high priority thing. I don't even need that much ammo. Get out of here, Rock. I really don't need that much ammo. But if that oil station gets attacked, we're going to be screwed. So next stop is oil 3. So let's hop on this train. Wait. Take me with you. Oil set to 5 seconds on each end. I'm not sure why it stopped that long. Maybe it already made another trip while I was grabbing ammo and stuff. So I've got my picture for the solar panel build. You guys will see that in a second. It is a design by Colonel Will, the Mad Genius. Not Colonel Will, sorry, Mad Zuri, the Mad Genius. I don't know why I said Colonel Will there. Colonel Will does design some pretty awesome stuff, but this one does not happen to be by him. How many oil barrels did I get from that? 20? So per trip, this thing is making about 24 barrels, which is 25 oil. So 25 times 25, whatever that may be. What is it? Calculator. 25 times the 25. 625 oil per trip. And that's going to go down. Every trip it makes is going to go down. So I'm going to just run through here, and we'll just... I know that there's at least one up here. One biter base. They're not too hard to take care of anymore with my better armor, which I should probably put on before I attack. I've made that mistake before. We'll do a quick save just in case, and get down in there. Let's wipe these guys out. Taking too much damage. Retreat. Those big spitters, they do a decent amount of damage. And so do the big worms still. You can take a lot more hits with the armor, but, I mean, you're not anywhere near invincible. I have died this way. Let's just say that. What next? Well, I should probably just kind of check up here real quick, because I do see more green dots. I'm not sure where the base is for these. We'll just explore this area. It looks like it's over here. I just don't want the pollution here attracting biters. Attacks on oil bases are probably the most expensive attacks that you can get, mostly because of the modules that's in them. And a lot of resources go into those oil outposts, because if you think about it, 2 productivity modules per oil, that's pretty expensive. That's a lot of oil in a productivity module. So try not to let them get taken out. Oh man, there's a lot of biters here. I think I'll circle around, make another run through here. Prioritize the bases. Ooh. I got stuck on a worm. Ooh, shame. Means we gotta do this one again. Yeah, like I said, not invincible by any means. Still die very easily. And the higher the evolution factor gets, the more big spitters start coming out instead of just a couple of bigs and mostly mediums. So it does get higher as we go. It's pretty good. Let's do another save. We did find that that base was a little tricky up north. There was just a lot of spitters up there. There was a lot of everything. It was that's a big base. We definitely wouldn't want that steamrolling my oil setup, that's for sure. So hopefully setting up like the solar panel build isn't going to be that hard, because I'm just going to set up one blueprint of it, and then we'll get a blueprint, and then I can just stamp it down, let my bots take care of it. Hopefully that's not too hard. That shouldn't take us more than 10 minutes, and if it does, I'll try and finish the build. There's no guarantees that I will, but I'll try. Run through here. Retreat. Shields are getting low. Make another pass. Prioritize the spawners. Whoop, there goes a lot of damage again. And that was it for that base. I'm not going to worry about this other one, I don't think. Okay. You guys are starting to become a bit of a problem. Oh, I'm stuck on a tree. The biters are the ones that are hard to kill. These guys, they do a lot of damage, but they're very squishy. Biters, they don't do a whole lot, and they're tanky. Alright, so that should be good. Now I can come out here. That's good for the immediate term. I just didn't want them attacking while I was building the solar panel build, which was... Oh look, there's stone down here too. I just didn't want them attacking while I was trying to build the solar panels. So we still got like 10 minutes left. Hopefully I can get it done. This build uses about 200 solar panels, about 200 accumulators, a single roboport, and 16 substations for one blueprint. And then that's tileable, and that produces about 12 or 11.7 megawatts of power or something like that. Unfortunately, I didn't think about a train, and I haven't set up a taxi yet. Where is the oil train? Go straight to oil unload. No, go straight to oil 3, please. Thank you. Just come and pick me up. Alright, train's on its way. All I have to do is meet it here. So, yeah, basically... what else? Researching. Should discharge defense. Why don't we start getting combat robotic stuff done? Like, follow a robot count. Like, those are easy researches. So basically, it's again Colonel Will's design. It's a optimal ratio between accumulators and solar panels. For those of you who don't know, solar panel only produces light during the day. No shit, Sherlock. It works the same in real life as it does in Factorio. And accumulators are like a battery. They store that energy. But the problem is the accumulators can't soak up perfect amount of energy and discharge it the same. If we look at the stats here, you get accumulators, which are they both in production? Get accumulators, which is the maximum output is 300 kilowatts, and you get a solar panel, which is the maximum output is 60 kilowatts. So you have like this ratio between accumulators and solar panels that you can get, and this build uses that perfect ratio to provide every day of power that you can get. Means a full night of energy stored, which is ideal. So let's just get on it. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put this. Probably on the other side of the train tracks. We'll go ahead and grab the resources we need, which is solar panels, accumulators, substations. So we'll start with 200 accumulators, 200 solar panels, and some substations. I need 16 substations, and it doesn't appear to be any in the network. They're probably all in the trains down here. That's the problem with keeping things in trains, is if you don't have enough to keep the trains fulfilled. There we go, plenty. Alright, so let's run over there and start building it, and eventually what you do is you hook this into your logistics network, run roboports and power all the way back to your main base, and then you start getting solar power. Pretty simple. So I'm just going to start this just about anywhere, really. The idea is you get the accumulator and you have the edge here, right? And then you have, this is the border. In here you have solar panels. And then after the border you have what, three and then a substation. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and then a substation. I think that's the perfect distance, because then that fits. No, that's wrong. So you've got 2 solar panels and then a substation. Oh, but it needs to go in the accumulator. It needs to go here. That's perfect distance. Okay. So now we just need to map these out. This comes up here. This comes here. And we just lay these out, and this is our guidelines. So let me go ahead and throw on my building armor. This will help me out. That's my combat armor. Building armor. There you are. So these are my guidelines for how big this thing needs to be. Okay, you get those, and then you take your roboport, which, oh crap, I don't have any roboports. Let's go grab some. Still got time. After building, like, it's not a hard build. It looks complicated, but after you've done it a couple of times, it's pretty simple. Let me grab a stack of roboports here. And you know what? Let's grab more solar panels and accumulators. Okay, so we can now we can make 3 of these. So I can get a blueprint and stamp it down, let my robots build it, which is cool. Rock, kill the rock. Alright, so a roboport goes smack dab in the middle of these, and as you can see, it covers the entire thing. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's lined up. No, that doesn't seem lined up properly. The best way to tell is you get your accumulators, and you get accumulators here, and then you get 1, 2 of these, like so. And then you also have, then that's where the roboport goes. So we were off a little bit. So that's lined up, okay? And now all we do is we just start mapping it out and figuring out how big everything needs to be. So we get these coming up all the way till here. And they come in there. Accumulators, so that's 1, 2, 3. We've got a 9 square of these guys. Some more solar panels that come into here. We've got the accumulators here as well. Let me go ahead and clear this out so I can get solar panels in there. These come here. Just like that. It's very noisy around here, but that's alright. And these also come out just to the edge of the accumulators. Like so. And we get accumulators that run the length of here. So let me finish blocking this in with solar. Placed all of those wrong. So those run the length of that, and then we also got them up here as well. Accumulators all in here. All in here. And up this side as well. And then the rest of all this is solar panel. Okay, let me grab a quick blueprint of this because I'm going to need to paste it a couple of times. We'll just paste them in there and let the robots build while I run the accumulators. Okay. How robots change the game for the better, I must say. And then we get this again. And again, just filling in the accumulator blanks. I think I missed this a little bit there. There we go. I also misjudged these. Free energy. And eventually, once I get enough of these down, I will never have to use regular energy again. That's it. Well, no, not quite. Not quite. Because then what you do is we have right in here 2. We have 2 on that side. You get 2 in here. And this is what makes it just tileable. And then now we just run solar panels along the outside edge. Oops, misplaced one. Trying to stay off the train tracks, but that's not really working. Okay, now that's the finished blueprint. We can go ahead and clear this guy, get a giant blueprint of this, and watch the magic happen. So the only thing that interferes with this blueprint is rocks. Trees will be fine. We match up those 2 accumulators. You notice the roboports connect. We shift click it in, and you let the robots build it. It's simple as that. Make sure not to get trapped in the middle while they build it, of course. And the only downside is that my personal robot coverage doesn't actually cover the whole thing. But if I make just trips around the edge of it, it will. Again, I keep forgetting to use the my new mute button. I had to cough, and I just habit is to use my mic switch. Let's just not keep it in my lap anymore. 'Cause that's where I keep it. I always have it sitting in my lap as a volume control. And hopefully, eventually, I can train myself to hit my mute button on my mouse. Which means I don't even have to move my fingers, but I still choose to, like, my brain is like, no, click that. Don't click your mouse button. Alright, so like I said, I can plan a couple of these things down. And they're connected to the train line, which is cool. The only thing left to do is actually run roboports out here so it can use my construction bots in my network for it. We can, why is my sound so quiet? There we go. We can go ahead and stamp another one of these guys down. I brought enough resources for 3 stamps. Or I thought I did. I could have sworn I brought enough, because I brought 400 of each. Oh no, maybe those are the numbers from the actual Roboport. I have them in my inventory. Because it says 100 solar panels missing. I have 100 here. Come on. Go faster. Let's charge. I'm gonna have to get dangerously close to the train line here. Oh, I'm getting trapped. It's very easy to happen with this. You can't walk on or through solar panels. So you can get trapped in your own solar panel build. There it goes, last substation. Now, we can infinitely expand this setup and get as much power out of it as we need. The only thing left to do is run Roboports, which I only got 2 on me, so I'm probably not going to be able to link them up fully. Can I? Questions? No, I'm going to need at least 1 more. Well, let's finish just by linking the Roboports. I'll grab a bunch, and yeah, I prefer to have more than just the 2, obviously, or the 1 line, because it slows your robots down a lot, because they try and all use the same station to charge in. So we'll go ahead and add more. Hook it into the main power grid. If we look at our production stats, we can see that we are now producing 35 megawatts from solar energy. We're only producing 12 megawatts of steam energy. Now steam, or solar takes over by steam, but steam is, it has higher priority than accumulators. That means the accumulators won't be used unless I run out of steam energy. So I can't turn off the steam yet, because as you can see I still need it for a little bit. Not much, but I do, because otherwise these would be not producing anything. I still need it for about 11 megawatts, so still don't want to quite turn that off. But I'm going to just really get a lot of Roboports in here. I'm going to make sure they have decent charging through here. I want to have as much throughput as we can. I can spare the Roboports. So they'll, no matter what, they'll take this path, but I want to make sure that they can just charge as much as possible outside of the solar grid, because the solar panels in the middle will get just overwhelmed with robots, because they can only provide so much charging and so much robot capacity. But yeah, let's say that I take off my power armor, and this episode's about to be wrapped up, so this is the final thing I'll do. We can stamp another one of these down even. As long as there's not a rock in the way, I can just leave it now. My armor don't mean anything. So we're missing construction bots, and we're missing materials for construction. That's because I have all the substations in my inventory. But the robots will make the trip out there, place down the solar, and pull it just straight from the build. And we get free energy, other than the resources we put into it. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to throw in these substations. They're probably going to get stolen by the trains before they get used in the solar panel build, unfortunately. I might turn off those requests. Oh, I want to keep playing, but I shouldn't. This episode's getting long. Because as you can see, they're missing substations. Yee. I'm going to turn off the requests for the time being. Until we get oil situated. Substations take red circuits. I think. Yeah, they take 5 red circuits per substation. So for the time being, I'm going to turn off the requester chests for these substations, which are here. So I'll just remove this. And we'll grab our substations out. I'm just going to throw them in here. Now our robots can actually use them. Where are they? There we go. They won't be missing those substations anymore. They'll go in our storage network. We'll now produce more than we need. And eventually I'll turn that back on, and we'll back store enough to not have to worry about it. Alright, it's about time to end up the episode, guys. We got solar panel up and running. We got rid of some biters. We got a lot done this episode. Thank you all for watching. My name has been Dylloop, and I'll see you next time.